Did it work?
Yep.
I wonder what we're going to talk about today. Oh, look, it is Lilo has joined the room. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Movie Cast, where we're going to be reacting to the trailer of Lilo and Stitch. This is the live action version to the movie that came out 5,000 years ago, but we all love and hold near and dear to us. I think we
Make me
were
feel old.
probably young. You was a bright, spry young man when that came out.
Jeez, now you're
And
gonna make
like
me look it
all
up.
live action like all live action remakes, this will be someone's Jennifer's time seeing Lilo and Stitch. They're
23,
introducing
23 years ago.
Jesus, that's a whole child.
Jeez.
So someone was born 23 years ago. Now they're seeing this. Maybe they've seen it when they were a kid. Maybe some kids are like, 5 years old, and this is their first introduction into a Lilo and Stitch. So, first off, right off the bat, what were your thoughts when you saw this very quick teaser trailer?
Excited. I thought it was done very well. They've been teasing just mostly Stitch's like his his um his design and
Animation.
everything, but you haven't seen much of anything else. People were hoping that it wasn't going to be another Sonic the Hedgehog mishap, and yeah, they I think they did it pretty well. So I'm still excited for this. By the way, for anybody listening, Lilo and Stitch is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and I even wanted to name one of my dogs Stitch. It's probably still going to happen at some point.
I think it was absolutely wonderful. What is going on with the slides? I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I thought that it made me just happy, and it, in a way, was one of the first movies, a remake that captured kind of the original spirit of the cartoon. Not original, but it got darn close to it. So, compared to the first iteration of Sonic where everybody was just horrified, to me, I had a completely opposite reaction where it was like they got the design right, they got the voice right, they got the cuteness right. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with like a little 5-year-old Lilo. So I just thought everything at that moment was just right and correct and just good and wholesome inside. So, of course, this is the remake, so we're going to probably get the same beat by beat a version of this one that we had with the original. But what was your immediate thoughts on the cast? Because a lot of people are saying there was one actor that they should have gotten instead.
Yeah, I think the cast looks great. Uh, I can't think of anybody else that doesn't belong there except for the one, and that's Mr. Bubbles. Uh, I'm sorry, I forget the actor's name. He's well known, and I can't remember his name right now.
Oh gosh, I thought
Um,
of the name too.
yeah,
Yes,
but
yeah, no, yeah. Go on.
do you have his name?
I'm getting it. I'm getting
Okay.
it.
Well, so to continue on, like I physically
Oh my gosh.
he does not look like Mr. Bubbles. And I know you don't have to get everything exactly the same, but Mr. Bubbles is still supposed to be a very large, intimidating person, but with like he's like a big bear, like a teddy bear. And this guy does not come off as that at all. I would have preferred either Ving Rhames or I would have preferred Jesus. Oh my god. I'm bad with names today. Dude from White
Everyone's kind of
Chicks.
really bad at him.
Dude
The one from
from
the
White
White Chick. Oh, Terry
um
Crews.
Terry Crews, yes. Terry Crews would have been great too. Both large people can be very intimidating, but they're still very nice, sweet people. Yeah,
Right.
but I'm hoping for the best.
I love the heck out of Courtney B. Vance, who is the actor who plays him. He is Angela Bassett's husband in real life. I love him. He's a superb actor. But this, I thought, was a miscast. Mr. Bubbles, animated, is just, not. He's big and he's strong and he's powerful, but at the same time, it's kind of like a little sweetness to him
Mhm.
that you can argue. Respectfully, Courtney does not give that. He does not give the presence. He does not give the attitude. He does not give the spirit of Bubbles. And I was very kind of sad about it. And I really wanted, my immediate reaction was, is Ray Vines okay? Like, is he all right? Does he, what's going on? They could have gotten him. And as much as I am not a fan of Terry Crews, I think he would have nailed the part amazingly. He would have brought the comedy in there. He would have brought the heart. And of course, he could bring the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't get that with Ray Vine. I mean, with Courtney B. Vance, there wasn't no muscles. And it's all about the look,
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was a complete miscast. And I hope I'm proven wrong, where it's like, oh, the performance is so brilliant that who cares? But right now, my poor little heart, was broken. But other than that, I thought the cast looked exceptional. I know there's an argument over whether or not someone's the right tone, or the right skin pigmentation. To me, I thought right now everything just seemed to work out. I liked the older sister, although I will say this, I would have cast a little bit someone who looked a little bit older, who would have had kind of like that maturity and life experience about her. But again, we're just seeing a teaser. So that's
Yeah.
another thing. So, but other than that, it was all right. But ice cream, man, they don't. He doesn't have an ice cream. It was
Is it
kind of like
was it an icy instead?
snow. It was an
Snow
icy. It was like
cone. Yeah, snow
a snow
cone.
cone. I
Yeah.
was so kind of like sad about that because
It's such a strange change in direction for a simple character.
it was a very strange change. I don't know why they would go that route, but overall, I thought it was cute. And then Lilo
She's
was
adorable.
adorable. She's adorable. How could you? Yes, that's all Lilo and Stitches is his adorableness. And I think people, the problem with comparing things to an animation will have a certain look and appeal. It's animated. So you can be extremely expressive with the eyes that we can't do as humans. So I think that once you get rid of that notion and saying, well, why isn't it like this? It's a different medium. And I think that, and again, I have not seen it. We have not even gotten a full long length trailer. I think that, that should be something that people should be prepared for just in general when it comes to these animated remakes or the live action version of an animated remake,
Hmm.
is that. But overall for me, I thought it was lovely. I thought it was adorable. I'm a little bit scared because when things look really cute and good, it can go either way. And we've been disappointed by Disney sometimes, not all the time.
We're gonna be disappointed soon when Snow White comes out too.
Oh, I'm seeing Snow White, by the way, on Tuesday.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry for your time.
why is everyone's like, oh, my condolences. Guys are so negative, so negative. But yeah, I thought it looked great. I thought it was cute. I love the different characters that they did add into it that they didn't have to show us, but they did show us anyway. So, is there any other thing that you wanted to say about it? Does it look like it's in Hawaii? Does it bring about
Yeah,
beauty and color?
all of it brings that same exact vibe. There's the chaos that
Mm-hmm.
Stitch brings, and still the little cuteness, and it kind of the same exact way with Lilo. I still kind of get the big sister vibe
Mm-hmm.
with what's her name. She was never really supposed to be that mature. I mean, sure, she was mature enough to try to get a job
Right.
and take care of her sister, but she always fought with her sister. They were like sisters. They were like immature, just always fighting against each other. And she always argued
Mm-hmm.
with the Hawaiian dude, the boyfriend, or ends up being
Yeah.
the boyfriend. Like she's coming off as just slightly more mature. So I think the cast is just fine. People are always going to
Right.
complain about something. Like I get that the colors aren't the same because it's animated, the
It's
original. So
animated.
of course it's going to be colorful. This is real life here. This is CGI and live action. So of course the colors aren't going to be the same. If that's what you're looking for, go watch the original cartoon and that's it. But this is more
Mm-hmm.
for the new generation. That's why I assume the little slight changes here and there are just to fit more of the attention and the culture for the kids nowadays. Because as we just discussed, 20 freaking 3 years ago, this movie came out, and every There are a lot of kids who missed out on the original, so this is their time now to kind of fall in love with Lilo and Stitch. So I
Mhm.
love it. I love all of it. The vibe, the acting, the CGI. Um, I think Pleakley, and who's the other guy? The fat one. Can't remember his name anymore. But
Remember?
their design, eh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like the CGI for them are okay. I don't see them. I don't see them being too much like that big of an issue. But again, it's for the kids, so let the kids enjoy it. It is what it is.
Now there were some updates that they did made and that they announced. We're gonna have said deeper cultural representation.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, they have the screenwriter and the local actors are Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
So take that, Amelia Perez. So they're part of the culture. That's a good thing. And it's going to show traditional Hawaiian customs and values in a more detailed version than what was shown in the original. Of course, obviously, times are different. And according to that, with the times are different, where they said they're going to expect more nuances and nuanced takes on Nanny's struggle as a young guardian, raising her sister alone. And of course, we have the social services.
Mm-hmm.
So her struggle and everything being on her shoulder of trying to keep the family together. Oh, I'm getting all worked up and sad
I'm
to see
glad
this.
they didn't cast Scarlett Johansson as Nani then.
The
And
shade of it all.
Chris Pratt is the voice of Stitch.
Oh my gosh, I'm happy we're kind of ended with that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine it? I think if this day and era they would have cast him as Sonic.
Ooh, that would have been awful.
That
Mm-mm.
would have been something. But yeah, kind of lastly, we're getting more of the Galactic Federation. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
plus. We're going to get a closer look at the intergalactic side of the story. So Jamba and Peakley will be
Jumba. That was
shown more. So I know a lot of people were kind of like on some of their designs, but they will be shown more. And we get an understanding of where Stitch came from because remember, it opened with Stitch running away. It's being experimented on. So we're going to learn more about his backstory and what the heck was going on there and why did he flee? Because he was running for his life.
yeah. They didn't
So,
touch on his backstory until the cartoon, the series was out there, and that's when they kind of did more with Stitch in his history and stuff. So they didn't do enough with the movie.
mhm. Now, they did say that the music, we all know that it was very Elvis themed in the original cartoon. They're keeping some of the Elvis.
Oh,
So
good.
that's a good thing. That's the persona. That's
Yeah.
great. So we're going to get Burning Love and Suspicious Minds, which was part, and then they said there's going to be original songs in it. Who knows? Then Lin-Manuel Miranda's writing that one. Everything in
Is
rap.
he?
Oh,
Wait,
God.
is he?
No!
Oh, okay. I
No!
was just like, that's not the same culture.
No! No, they will blend with traditional Hawaiian music with
Okay.
contemporary sounds, aiming to give the film its own distinct musical identity. So that's a plus. No Lynn. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I'm sorry, but that was terrible with the Little Mermaid and with that rap with the thing at the oh my gosh. So either way, I feel that this is going to be great, and it could be very cute, and it could actually work. And could you imagine if we have a film version of the animated that is just as good? I don't
Yeah.
think we've had that at all.
I mean, maybe Aladdin did kind of well. Did it really? I can't remember. Maybe Aladdin kind
See,
of did well.
it did well. Well, it's box office wise, it did great.
Lion King did
Remember, it
well.
did $1 billion. And yeah, but there's certain. I mean, yeah, but
But
you
no.
know, there were some voice actresses that could have not been in there because they don't know how to emote, and
Yeah.
we had to listen to them for the whole majority of the movie. And sometimes Donald Gulliver is not also good too. But yeah, I don't want the hive to come after me. But yeah, I think overall it looks very exciting. This will release May 23rd, which is around the corner.
Mhm.
Again, as we say this every year, how did that happen? This year is flying by. We're already in March. We're in the middle of March. Crazy is that? So after March is April, and then it's May. So we got about a good 2 months and some change left over. So that should be very exciting. And of course, we're going to obviously get more trailers,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, of this that, shows off more characters and how that'll be dealt with. So overall, I think I'm very excited for this. It looks very good. And I can't wait to see what actually happens, which I have never said that about a remake. Ever. Except maybe West Side Story.
Really?
So,
Wait, were you excited
yeah,
about West
that
Side Story?
see, at first I wasn't because I was like, oh, it looks like, a catalog. Everyone just looks really cute and pretty, but what's going on? And then once I watched it, I was like hysterical. I'm like, this is better than the original. This was so amazing. And I'm still upset to this day that it did not win any Oscars or wasn't even nominated.
Mm,
Because to me, it should have just had a bevy of Oscar nominations, especially when it came to cinematography. That was just gorgeous.
yeah,
But it is what it is, and
yeah.
sadness. But I look forward to it actually coming out, which I know a lot of people don't say when it comes to a lot of Disney properties right now. So, any final thoughts, Mr. Martinez? Any particular character or moment that stood out to you that you wanted to talk about?
I just love Stitch. Everything was Stitch, and then what had me cracking up when he was drinking the lava lamp and
Mm-hmm.
burped and stuff. That was a cute moment. So yeah, I just love Stitch. Stitch is my favorite character of the movie. So I hope they do it well. I'm excited for what they've shown so far. Regardless if it's a remake or not, like I always just say, give it a chance. And then also keep in mind, this is a children's movie. It is not for the
Mm-hmm.
adults. As much as you love it, like as much as I love the original, it's my favorite movie. I'm not gonna go into this movie thinking it's supposed to be a one for one shot. It's not for me. It's for the kids.
That is true. That is very true. And I don't want it to be a one for one shot. I want there to be a little bit of difference.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use that medium to do something that you just couldn't expand on when it came
Right.
to the cartoon series. And like they said, we're in a different time now, so maybe they're going to change around some things. And I
Mm-hmm.
do like the fact that they're including the social services. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, maybe they take Lilo away. Oh, I was using like foster care. I can get really dark with this, so like I need
Oh,
to stop.
I was
But
about to say something that was gonna be pretty dark, but I'm just yeah, zip.
oh, oh no! Don't listen to us. We're terrible. Um, so we will be back with another trailer reaction soon, and Sarah show something else drop that we can talk about. So this has been your host Dana, once again joined by Mr. Danny Martinez, and of course with him is always going to be Stitch. So get that Stitch. Wave by the Stitch, everyone! Yay! We'll see you later.